So will you please put your hands together for our first testimonial from Ali Lloyd.
Can you hear me all right?
Yeah.
Okay. Right, well, good afternoon everyone. As public speaking is not his forte, not Jeff's forte, you're stuck with just me for the next 10 minutes or so I'm sorry about that. As most of you will have heard me talk before, I won't go into our story again in lots of detail. Basically, it's our story and it hasn't changed, so if you know it, that's it. But I am going to give you a bit of an update for the last sort of year or so. 2022 was a very tough, very painful and stressful year for us. One of the things that happened was that my chronic pelvic pain condition got worse. And in January 2022, I went to the GP. I've had this pain condition for about 20 years and it has impacted a lot on my life and our life in the business. And I would apologise in advance if this gets a bit TMI, but it's not going to be boring. In April last year, I was diagnosed with massive fibroids and I was referred to the gynaecologist consultant at our local hospital. The increased pain meant that my mobility decreased and I was prescribed lots of stronger and more frequent nasty painkillers. In March of this year, I had a hysterectomy and change was pretty much instant. My fibroid-filled uterus weighed half a stone and I had been carrying that around for over a year. So hopefully that kind of gives certainly women in the room a little bit of an idea of what was going on. I felt the difference straight away. Pretty much instant. It was brilliant. But the initial recovery from that, I was very tired, very sore, very inactive, as I'm sure you kind of understand from major surgery. For the first couple of months after my operation, Jeff did the physical side of the business single-handedly. All the blanket dropping, the custom-based drops, all the deliveries. He got all the catalogues ready to go out, and that takes a lot of time when you're dealing with hundreds of catalogues in one go. I carried on with the online side of the business. I helped get deliveries ready where I could. I could manage it physically. I wrote the delivery lists, answered emails, did all the sort of clerical sitting down type stuff. Easy stuff. During this period, we really had to work as a team, and this made us think differently. We've always been solution orientated, but having one of us off our feet meant that we had to compromise in places as well. Our blanket drops were half their usual size because Jeff was doing it all single-handedly. And when I did return to the outdoor work, I had to take it easy, which meant that I was taking breaks, like sitting in the car while Jeff got off and did a road, that kind of thing. It also meant that I could carry less. So my shoulder bag had far fewer books in than Jeff did. So the drops had to stay small because we were still working like that. When I started to go out with Jeff to do deliveries, while he was getting in and out of the car and actually going to the doors, I was getting deliveries ready for him, the next one ready, telling him where we're going next, putting the money away, crossing things off the list, again, sitting down stuff. But it did make a difference and it did speed up the process. Our retail did not suffer during this time because Jeff made sure that the catalogues went out on time, even if it meant him staying up late to get them ready while we were asleep on the sofa. The healing process was slow, and when I did start blanket dropping again, like I said, I couldn't do as much as Jeff, so he carried on while I was resting. I'm almost 6 months post-op now, and pretty much back to normal. In fact, I feel great. Apart from being a little bit nervous, I feel great. I've got no more pain and loads more energy, but I do still get tired very quickly. But despite this, I am back to swimming a mile twice a week, doing blanket drops and picks and deliveries as normal. While retail through catalogues has always been our main focus, I regularly retail over £500 online per period, and we have a small team. My online retail is like having an extra team member. It took a lot of time and effort to build it up, to get to the point where I now get orders coming in while I'm doing other things, like the catalogue, having a day off, or even here, sitting there and getting an order coming in while Michael's talking. And I've already had 2 duvet orders since we've been at the hotel. It's brilliant. So all that hard work that I did earlier has paid off, and now all I have to do is a bit of maintenance. But it is a valuable addition to our bottom line. Our team may be small, but every member is valued. We have only missed 1 period of Premier this year, and that was straight after Christmas. Each team member does what they want to do, and they know that we are here to help when needed. We have a regular team meeting at the beginning of each period to celebrate the achievements of the previous period and to discuss and plan goals for the period to come. We also have a team Christmas dinner in December. This dinner is more fun-focused and not so businessy, because spending time with people over a meal, we feel, is a great way to really get to know them. Knowing team members as people and not just treating them as a means to an end will enable you to help them better. A team member who feels valued and appreciated is more likely to stay with the business and work at it, and this is good for their income and goals as well as yours. The goals and welfare of the team member should always come first. If they are happy and achieve their goals, then you will achieve yours by default. This can also be said of a partnership relationship that distributors and partners have with their office. I approached my operation and recovery with a positive mental attitude. I believe that despite the disruption to our business and long recovery time, it was going to be the best thing for me and us, and totally worth doing, and I was right. We focused on the good positive things and not the negatives. We got through the tough initial recovery time by supporting each other and working together. If you believe that you can do something, then you are halfway there to achieving it. By believing that you can, you will try harder and not just dismiss it as being too hard. If you want to reach the next bonus level or qualify for an incentive or introduce more people, then you will first need to have the confidence and the belief in yourself that you can do it. Your upline can help with this. If you're not sure if your plan is right for your goal, then you need to talk to someone who's already done it and ask for help. Ask a good retailer about retailing, or ask a good recruiter about recruiting. Okay, a bit small. We don't enjoy blanketing in the rain, but if the plan says that we're blanketing on that day and it rains, then we will blanket up in the rain. If we say we're going to deliver an order on a certain day, then we will. It takes something major to stop us in our tracks. And even when the car was written off, we got a hire car the next day and we carried on. When Jeff had food poisoning in May, when he was blanket dropping on his own, it meant that the catalogues couldn't go out. But they went out at the next opportunity and he caught up. He was determined to stay on track. Have a plan that excites you. That's where the enthusiasm and determination comes from. If you look at your plan and think it's too hard, or too much, or not possible, then you won't do it and you won't even try. If you don't have a plan, then you will do bits and pieces as and when, and you won't move in a definite direction towards your goals. If you have a plan that is too easy, it doesn't stretch you, then you will get complacent. Plans need to be tweaked and revised as you grow. A good plan will excite you and make you determined to achieve. Seeing results also excites. It makes you eager to achieve more. So if you achieve 300, start 300, and you'll be buoyed up by the results, and you can adjust your plan and go on to achieve star 500. You get more excitement and more determination to keep achieving once you've seen the results. You keep adjusting your plan and you move up, you achieve 1,000, etc. The excitement and the determination will help you achieve a momentum in your business. You keep working the plan and the results will come. It's all in the numbers as well as the mindset. We already have our cataloguing plan for 2024 and 2025 worked out. We know what we'll be doing and where in order to achieve our goals. We had our catalogue plan for this year worked out in 2022, but it had to have some flexibility built in because we knew that my operation was on the cards. And you'll need your plans to be flexible, otherwise they could cause you to be inactive. There are people who talk a lot and do nothing, and there are people who do a lot and say nothing, and it's all in the doing. I will be the first to recommend reading good books to improve your attitude and your mindset. There are books to help you in every aspect of your business and personal life. people skills, recruiting, overcoming rejection, improving your work ethic, telephone skills, sales skills, procrastination, the list goes on. However, reading alone doesn't solve the problem. You need to put the techniques and skills that you've learned into action. Knowledge without action is useless. If you say you're going to achieve a certain thing but you do nothing to make it happen, then this is just worse. So I will finish with my top tip for you today, and that is go and do. Do the stuff and achieve the thing. And it's basically that simple.